that's good.
And other potential, casting directors, it's kind of like once you're in, you're in. If your show gets greenlit, you start to meet directors, casting directors, producers. Immediately after Cynthia Rules was done, I got called like week up from the casting director for another show in Vegas that was a different direction that I'm working on right now. So if people think you were edited too much in Cynthia Rules, because it was Lori's show, and it was for a more older crowd, now for like this is completely different. For a younger, blah blah of Vegas, we need you for it. So it's kind of like it just keeps the ball rolling for other opportunities. But now, as we know, I know exactly what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to accept, and so does Lori. We're going to do a preliminary arrangement. So it's like a learning experience. Just get better at it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. That it was a good opportunity.
Yes, Rain has been recognized, and it's taking us, that much further and that much quicker.
Well, Being on the Record is also moving into live events, and one of the live events that we're developing is the business of the women in reality TV. So.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. We'll be on. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody listening.
I think it's a great platform. I think if women see it as an opportunity to tell your story and brand your business, it can be phenomenal. I've seen some phenomenal things come from folks in reality. Don't even get me started on charitable events.
Right.
Those girls come, they show up, they get people to come out of their pockets and really help a number of foundations to do great things. So I love reality. I love women in reality. It's a hard gig, but if you do it right, and you strike that balance,
I
it can
am
be
a
awesome.
little disappointed that we didn't get to take that next step to that level, because I was still waiting for it. I was still waiting to go and, be part of charity, travel, speech. People wanted to know my story, just like I'm telling here today. I was waiting for that to happen. And unfortunately, we were canceled too quickly during the whole Christmas, and, it was just bad timing. But, but I will be back there. We will be. Yeah.
I'm Ben.
I want to know about your initial engagement with getting on the show. Did you all approach them to be on the show, or did they approach you all?
Thank you.
Well,
that was a question I was going to ask about the business of it. How do you get started? Is there casting directors?
Well, no, actually, it's kind of a twofold kind of thing. I had heard something on the radio. I called Ron. Ron actually had Ron actually called our marketing director. She happened to call the company up and put Ron on the phone. Ron thought it was about businessmen, powerful men in Las Vegas, and he kept just rattling on about himself, about great all the time, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, no, we want to talk to your wife. He's like, what? It's not about me. So anyway, had several interviews, and then they chose and they chose me. So I was very excited.
I know another way that you can get involved with things like they did with eFake, but actually Craigslist is a great resource. And also if you sign up with different agencies, when they have your contact information, they actually email you. And I literally have emails in my phone right now from a casting company that's affiliated with some tow company that does a reality TV show. The agreement though is that they send you what they're looking for and you have to provide that. So it's like an acting gig. If you're looking to act in a reality setting, it's available.
Yeah. Or going directly to the website, TLC has all open casting. If you go directly to a network, if you go to TLC.com, we have casting calls and then
All the time.
upcoming shows, possible shows, concept of shows. They even have a section where you can pitch your idea and give details of it, and if they think it's a great concept and you can provide something worth of ratings, they contact you so many ways. And MTV has lists and lists of dating shows. I mean, that's how Catfish came about, that show where they stalked you on the internet. Everybody wants a show, and everyone thinks, funny thing is, everybody thinks, and I thought it, so I'm just guilty. Everybody truly thinks their life is that interesting for a reality show. But you'd be surprised how many people are pitching in, kind of like, seen it before, seen it before, seen it before.
Been there, done
Been there, done that. So I guess if you really, really, really are passionate and feel like, I know damn well this is something consistent and real, they'll see through it. It happens.
Actually, that was almost the answer to my question. So, and I probably missed this because I've been having to pop in and out, I apologize for that. But if you want to pitch your own show, can you repeat who you said actually was that type of writing?
I was just on TLC.com, and there's a huge section where you can basically type up kind of like your storyline about you, your life, mention people, why you think it's interesting. You can basically type as much as that box will allow you, a bio.
But all of the different networks have that. So whatever, it doesn't have to just be TLC, it can be all the different ones.
So you don't have to necessarily go through an agent per
No.
se or a production company that does that.
I mean, when we did our show, they were specifically looking for power women. So that's why, you know, it came out. There was like over 250 applicants and, you know, 3 or 4, 5 interviews later.
And ladies, even if you're not an A character in a reality show and you're a B-roll character, like we were B-roll characters, and you know someone who's on one and you're their best friend or their hairstylist or their tax person and you're close to them, and they give you even a little bit of airtime, trust me, that rolls into meeting casting directors and producers, and you basically skip all the steps and you can slide right into a slot and be the star of something in your own. That it's simple once you're in.
Shakana on TI and Tiny is fast approaching 7 digits with speaking and product line. I don't know if anybody watches it, but she invented something that will help dry your hair underneath your wig. That's being developed. That's being developed, and Shakana is doing big business as a B character, as Tiny's hairstylist, confidant, girlfriend, soul sister. So that concludes our reality. One more.
I think she has a question.
Did you have a question?
Go ahead.
Well, I worked 25 years in the business, and part of my job was participating in negotiations. I literally sat at the first Nielsen meeting when the industry was pissed off with Survivor and Big Brother because they were taking so much work from writers and actors. And the one lady asked the question, you have to be very careful when you pitch a show too.
Yes.
Because sometimes people will say, oh, we've heard that before. And they haven't heard it, but they know exactly who to take it to.
Right.
So you want to always either have an agent or a showrunner that you trust. Because I know personal showrunners who will tell you that same thing. Oh, yeah, we've already got it. And then they'll take it and take it.
And be a VP off of it. You're exactly right. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for staying in, and I enjoyed you. I hope you enjoyed us. This was a lot of fun.
Okay, since we're already talking about the media, I would like for Amanda Llewellyn to come. Amanda, come on up, please.